Hello, dear grade 5 students. How are you? Hope you're doing fine. Today we're going to continue talking about some important ideas in Chapter 9 about the measurements. We're going to talk today about telling time and dealing with calendars. So this is actually like an external booklet, like the booklets that we used to take at school, but we're not going to have it as booklet. It's going to be like a video. So this video and the attached PowerPoint are your references for this lesson, and it's a revision for what you took in grade 4. So the main objective is to be able to tell time in different ways and to deal with calendars. So let's start with telling time. How do you say the time? A clock that displays the time by using hands like this types of clock, we call it analog clock. But when the clock displays times using numbers like these, we call it a digital clock. In telling time, we can say the time in different ways. Like for example, look at this timing. The shorthand is almost at 4 and the longhand is at 10. So we can read this first as 50 minutes past 3. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So 50 minutes after 3. The shorthand is after 3. So 50 minutes past 3. Or we can tell how many minutes left until this time is exactly 4. We still have 5, 10 minutes. So 10 minutes to reach 4. So it's 10 minutes to 4. So now we're going to learn the differences between the 12-hour systems and 24-hour systems, and we already now know the difference between the analog clock that shows shorthands or digital clocks with numbers. Look at this chart very well. We're going to start from here, from the 0 or 12, but this is actually midnight. The numbers at the top shows the 24 clock system, and the numbers down shows the 12 clock system. About the midnight, you can start counting from 0, but if you're using the 12-hour system, it's 12. That period here is all for AM in the 12 hours clock, which is from midnight until midday. Midday is 12 in the middle of the day. So 12 midnight is AM. 3 at night while you are sleeping, that's AM. 6 in the early morning, that's AM. 9 in the morning is AM. 10 in the morning is AM. 11 in the morning is AM. Until 12, we started now a new part of the day, which is the period of the PM. So 12 p.m. After 12, there is 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Now p.m. is afternoon. From the midday until you go back to midnight, it's during the whole day when you are at school after 12, and then when you go back home, you are during the PM timing, and eating your lunch, that's a PM timing, and so on. But when you are using 24 system, you count 0. If you keep going during the midnight, it's 1 at midnight, 2 midnight, 3, 4, 5, until 11 in the morning and 12 afternoon. After 12, we don't say 1 in the afternoon. No, we read it 13, 14, 15, 16, and so on. Like for example, look at this 21. That 21 is similar to 9 at night. Okay, because look, it's 21, a very big number. Any number after 12, like 12, 13, 14, 15, it means afternoon. Until, for example, 21, 22, 23, 23 is 11 at night. But when you reach 12 back, that's not going to be 24. We start counting 0 again. Now, look at this. Don't ever forget that AM includes times from midnight until noon, and PM includes times from noon until midnight. Look at this example. Read these stories and circle if this story happening in the AM or PM. This is Jenny. He woke up in the middle of the night, very thirsty. Is the time the midnight that he woke up is AM or PM? What do you think? Remember, AM includes times from midnight till noon, PM from noon until midnight. So this is AM, yes, because that's night. In this story, Nata's bus pulled up to his school to take him home. So Natas is going back to his home after school. So that time when he goes home, he is going home at 3. What do you think that 3? Is it 3 a.m. or p.m.? What do you think? A.m. means from noon. So is that 3 during the night or 3 afternoon? It's afternoon, yes, so that's p.m. Look at this. Beth's alarm went off to take her up for school. So Beth is waking up. She woke up at 6. Which 6 is that? Is it 6 a.m. or 6 p.m.? Did she wake up 6 in the morning or 6 afternoon? Of course, 6 in the morning. So this is a.m. So when we say afternoon, that's p.m. When something happened in the early morning or after midnight, that's a.m. So these are the differences between 12-hour clock and 24-hour clock. Those are two ways of reading time. The 12-hour clock runs from 1 a.m. to 12 afternoon, and then from 1 p.m. to 12 midnight. So we have two parts, a.m. and p.m. But in the 24-hour clock, it's using the numbers from 0 until 23:59 minutes, because when you add one more minute, we don't say 24 midnight. It goes back 0 in the midnight. In the 12-hour clocks, we count 12 to 12 twice a day. You must use AM or PM. Whenever you use the 12-hour clock, you have to show AM or PM. And AM is any time before noon, PM is afternoon. 24 clock, the hours goes from 0 to 23. Time is always shown as 4 digits. Look, this is it, 4 digits. You don't use AM or PM when you read it using 24-hour clock. It's used a lot in timetables, mobiles, and computers. We can see the 24 hours clock. Look at this example. We need to fill this chart with 2 a.m., 8 a.m., 2 p.m., 10 p.m. Remember, a.m. before noon, p.m. afternoon. So this is 12 before noon. So 2 a.m. is going to be here. This is 2 a.m. It's here. And 8 a.m. this is it, under 8. 2 p.m. this is afternoon. Look, this is 12 back, so this is 12 in the midday. Okay, that is afternoon. And 10 p.m. 10 p.m. What do you think 10 p.m. in the 24 hours clock? Look, this is 12. Continue. This is 10 p.m. We see it here. We need to know this 10. What is it according to p.m.? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So the 10 is 22. Look at this example. This digital clock shows 23:15. What's the time that is the same as this digital time but in the 12-hour system? First, what do you think is that period of time? Is it PM or AM? Of course PM, because this is so big number. It's afternoon, so it's PM. The minutes are all the time stays the same, 15, 15. But we need to know 23 is similar to what? How do you know that? You keep counting from 12 and see 23 after number 12 by how many numbers? You can just do it like this. Look, I'm going to show you here because we need to know that in the 12-hour system. So you do the time of hours, which is 23. This is it, 23. You do minus 12-hour system. Subtract them. 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So this is it. It's 11. It's 11. Okay? So this is how we write it. It's 11 and 15. But we have two 11 and 15. There's 11:15 p.m. and there's 11:15 a.m. And we say since 23 is a very big number, it's something afternoon, so of course it's 11:15 p.m. So whenever you need to change times from 24 system to 12-hour system, if you have a very big numbers, which is more than 12, just take away 12 from the hours and you can easily get the timing. Another example. Now here, this is another clock. It shows the time in the evening. Okay, it's in the evening. Take the digital clock that shows the same time in 24-hour system. Look, the shorthand, this is what we start reading the time from. It's 10, and the longhand related to minutes is on 4. So how many minutes is that? 5, 10, 15, 20. So it's 10, 20, 10, 20. But look, there is 10:20, there is 10:20 a.m. and 10:20 p.m. Now, we need to take the digital clock that shows the same time in the 24-hour system. Since that time is in the evening and 24 system, do we show AM or PM in the 24-hour system? Of course not. So, this is actually evening, so it's either 10:20 or 22:20. So it's, Of course, 22:20 because it's in the evening. If it's 10:20, that's going to be something in the morning for using the 24 system. So remember, we don't use AM and PM in the 24 system. So if they are not written, the small number is going to be for sure AM, morning. But since the question says evening, so we're going to have a big number like 22. How did we know again it's 22? Look, this is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Now, we're going to learn how we deal with calendars. This calendars shows the date of anything, of the months and the days and the weeks and so on. So look at this example here. Use the calendar to answer these questions. This is a calendar that shows the month of February. We know in every month we have 7 days. We started from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So the February starts from 1. This is the first day of February. And which day is that? It's February. It's Friday. The next day is gonna be Saturday. Now, how many days are in February? Look at the calendar. What's the last number in the calendar of February? 28. So we have 28 days. What day of the week is February 18? So this is February. Go look for number 18. This is number 18. Number 18 below which letter? M. M stands for which day? Monday. So it's Monday. How many Tuesdays are in February? This is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Look down to Tuesday. The first one is empty, so we don't count it. There is 5, we have 12, there's 19 and 26. So we have 4 Tuesdays. 4. Another question. Let's talk now again about February. The question here says, what is the date 2 weeks after February 5? So this is February, 5 is here. So look, I'm gonna show you this here. This is February 5. It says in the question, we need 2 weeks after February 5, not the next February, that's 1 week because we count 7 days. This is the next week. Another week, this is 2 weeks. So the date is going to be February 19. That's gonna be the date. It's February 19. Now what is the date 3 weeks before February 20? Look, let's show that. February 20 is here. This is 20. That's 20. I'm using the pink color to show 20. This is 20. Now it says 3 weeks before. So we count 3 weeks before. February, sorry, we needed 22. Okay. That's my mistake. We need February 22. Again, this is February 22. So 3 weeks before February 22, this is 1 week back, 2 weeks back, 3 weeks back. So look, we jumped 3 weeks back. This is, again, 1 week back is 15 February. 2 weeks back is 8 February. 3 weeks back is 1 February. So the date is going to be February 1. Okay, now let's do another part. On which day will March start? We know that the month of March comes after February. We know January, February, March. So the last day of March is 28. The next day is gonna be here. This is the next day of March. Which day is that? 28th of February is actually Thursday. So after Thursday is Friday. So March will start on Friday. That was our lesson. When you're done with the booklet, you can solve the homework through these links. You can click on the link which is related to your section and just do the questions as you do them usually and submit it. Again, there are some students sending their homework by taking pictures and sending them to the e-school. Told you we're not gonna accept the homework if you send them to the e-school as messages. You have to do them through the links only, through these links. So if you're sending the homework by messages, you should know that it's not going to be accepted. The deadline for your homework is due Sunday, 19th of April, not after 2:30 p.m. Thank you for watching. Take care and have a nice day. Bye.